Get your daily dose of knowledge. Welcome to Brain Food.
You know, we spend about a third of our entire lives asleep. And a huge chunk of that time, we're in these strange, sometimes wonderful, sometimes terrifying worlds that we call dreams. So, what is actually going on when we're dreaming? Let's dive in and try to figure it out together. We've all been there, haven't we? Your heart's pounding, the images are still burned into your mind, and for that split second, you have no idea what's real and what isn't. I mean, the power of dreams is just undeniable. They can be beautiful, they can be scary, and they can leave us completely baffled. And believe me, these are not new questions. People have been trying to unravel the mystery of dreams for basically all of human history. To try and get our heads around it, we're going to look at this whole thing through three very different but equally fascinating lenses. Okay, first up, the scientific lens. This is all about the biology, the nuts and bolts. We're asking what is physically happening inside our brains that creates these incredible experiences. The main stage for our most vivid, most memorable dreams is what's called REM sleep. That stands for rapid eye movement. Now, during REM, your brain is firing on all cylinders. It's almost as active as when you're wide awake. But here's the greasy part. Your body is essentially paralyzed. It's in this bizarre biological theater that our wildest dream stories unfold. So, why do we dream? Well, science doesn't really have just one single answer. There are a bunch of competing theories. Some scientists think dreams are like a mental filing cabinet, where our brain sorts and stores the day's memories. Others believe they're a kind of threat simulator, like a virtual reality game that lets you practice your survival skills without any actual danger. And some just think it's our brain's way of working through emotions. Let's zoom in on one of the big ones, memory consolidation. Okay, so picture this. Let's say you spend the afternoon learning a new song on the guitar. It's tough. Your fingers are clumsy. But then, that night, while you're in deep REM sleep, your brain is busy replaying the neural pathways you created. It's literally practicing for you. This process strengthens those connections and helps lock that new skill into your long-term memory. Pretty amazing, right? Now, let's totally switch gears. We're moving from the brain to a completely different perspective. For thousands of years, many cultures didn't look inward for answers about dreams. They looked upward to the heavens. In this view, dreams aren't just random brain activity. They're communication. This quote from the Bible just captures that ancient mindset perfectly. A dream wasn't something to be brushed off in the morning. No, it was an urgent, important message that had real weight. It demanded to be understood. And when you look through scripture, you see dreams playing these huge, crucial roles over and over again. They're used to predict the future, to warn people of danger, to give guidance when someone's at a crossroads, or to deliver a direct message or promise. They are a serious channel of communication. So you see the massive shift in focus here? The scientific lens asks, what is happening? What's the biological process? But the spiritual lens flips the question entirely. It asks, who is speaking? It reframes the whole thing from a process into a conversation. All right, for our third and final lens, we're coming back inside ourselves, but from a different angle. This is the psychological view, which sees dreams as a kind of personal, symbolic language that bubbles up from the deepest parts of our own minds. Now, you can't talk about dream interpretation without bringing up the heavyweights, Freud and Jung. Sigmund Freud famously believed dreams were a royal road to the unconscious, a sneaky way for our hidden wishes and desires to come out and play. But his student, Carl Jung, saw it differently. For him, dreams were a source of incredible wisdom, a tool helping guide us toward becoming more whole. So think of it this way. A dream is like a personal letter written to you, from you, but it's written in a secret code of symbols. A dream about, say, losing your teeth probably isn't about your dental health. It's a symbolic message about your own personal fears and hopes. And the key to cracking that code? Well, it's already inside you. So we've got three totally different ways of looking at dreams. We have the brain as a biological machine, we have the divine as a source of messages, and we have our own unconscious mind as a source of symbols. So where does that leave us? What do our dreams really mean? Let's put these lenses to the test with a super common dream, falling. From a scientific lens, that feeling of falling could be your brain running a threat simulation. Or maybe it's just a little glitch in your inner ear balance system. A
A spiritual lens might interpret it as a warning about pride. Pride comes before a fall. And a psychological lens would likely see it as a symbol of feeling insecure or a loss of control in your waking life. And here is the most important takeaway of all. These lenses don't cancel each other out. In fact, they can all hold a piece of the truth at the same time. It's entirely possible that your falling dream is a biological misfire that also happens to be a perfect symbol for your current anxieties and serves as a moment that makes you think about your place in the universe. The real answer might not be in choosing one lens, but in learning to look through all three. So the next time you wake up from a really vivid dream, instead of just shrugging it off, maybe you can ask yourself, was that just my brain rebooting itself for the next day? Was that a message I should pay attention to? Or was that a letter from myself that I need to sit down and try to read? The answer? Well, it just might be all of the above.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button for more from Brain Food.